Hello Flosstube, it's me again, back with a quick update. First things first, I want to apologise for last time. And by that I mean towards the beginning of the video I mentioned about the time-lapse video for my stepdad's picture, the happy birthday. Excuse me, I've got an itchy eye. But the picture for that, turns out, yes, I've uploaded it. I forgot to publish it. It's unlisted. So, I'm going to have to obviously publish it. So the dates might be a bit out of whack. You might just be seeing 3 videos in a row as such because didn't publish it. Normally I would automatically publish stuff, but it just depends on what I'm doing at the time. Anyway, speaking of the updates, I managed to finish page 3 and grid out page 4, so I'm looking forward to get starting with that. This is where the ring's going to start going back down again, because it mirrored that side, but obviously with different text. In fact, this nice long word here, the last letter is right there, and we'll have another word going along here, and the final word starting down here. So, because I've now done this top section and I'm working down, I can change from my wooden frame to the one that these came from. These plastic grips. Specifically, this thing, they're 27 inches long, and there's the sides, they're 12 inches long. So, that would be, if I attach one side, there you go. Obviously it's not going to be straight because I've not got the other end in, but actually if I put that on as well, ow. You get to see my professional putting together a frame. I got the slots in the side because it's one of those you clip it all together. There's one bit. And grab the other side. There. That's a 27 by 12 frame. And I will be holding it at all times while cross-stitching. So it'll be like that in one hand and doing the stitching in the other hand, because I don't do two-handed. I don't have the dexterity. But that's the frame I'll be swapping it to, because where I can roll it up, especially for when I get around in the next shoot, like next row and stuff, I'll be needing to do so. I got that not too long ago, but that's where all the grips come from. In fact, here's the other 2 because there's 6, 3 per side. Okay, non-cross-stitching purchases. Let's move all these out of the way. That's the screws and that to hold it in place. First off, we have games. I actually have the digital copies of both these for my Nintendo Switch, specifically this one, because it was a bundle pack that came with this preload. But these games I got were the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee games. Came out a couple of years back. And they use slightly different controls than normal. You can either play them just generally, like, because if you're playing a handheld game, you have it connected to your TV, and use this as a controller. That came with the console as well, because buying the bundle. The Wii joystick on the front, and booze. And you can use it to enter commands. You got a top button. This is the thing that's normally actually strapped around my wrist. In some of my previous videos, just possibly seen this dangling off my wrist, and that's because I've been playing the digital version of these. But normally, if you're going to use it for catching things, instead of pressing the button and that, you do literal throwing or tossing motion. You can also do that with your controllers as well, because if anyone's, I don't know how many people know about the mobile game Pokemon Go, but the catching mechanics of that is what got integrated into these games, hence the name. Let's Go. They're actually named after the mobile game in a sense. And as such, they can communicate with it, and again, the way you catch Pokemon is the exact same. It's good for exercise, I'll say that, because of the, moving your arms always. Although sometimes you have to watch, otherwise it might hurt. But still, it's good for the upper arm strength. That's what I like about them. Exercise without being paying attention to the fact you're exercising. And the last purchase was something my stepdad did. Now, I'm not too sure how this is going to show up, and considering it's above me. But, because normally I sort out the lighting in these videos if they don't display too great, but this section I might not mess around with it so I can actually see this properly. So I press that. That's nighttime. Reading. Working. Leisure. And turning it off. And now you just have daylight coming through my window. Put it back to working so I can see what I'm doing. But yes, my stepdad bought me one of those light bulbs that you can control with devices such as your phone, and you can select different presets or add your own. So you can have it dimmed or brighter to your liking, and be absolutely lazy by just pressing the button at the bottom and turning your light off altogether. Handy for the morning when you get up and you're just too lazy to get out of bed just yet. Grab the phone, press the button, there's your light on. I learnt that one very quickly. AKA the day after I got it. But yeah, I'm afraid that's about it to show right now. And yeah, you have to excuse my the foam bit of my microphone's come off. So if this sounds a bit weird, that's why. That's ripped. Anyway, until next time, when hopefully a lot of things when referenced in previous videos will be more accurate in timing, I'm going to bid you a farewell and get on with my cross-stitch, because I am so wanting to get that page started, because I always love starting a new page. Because it's like, okay, this is what I've done so far, now let's make it look even better.